Tonight I've got a story for you that is just so juicy. I had to come on and share this with you in person. With Mr. Faith and physics, and now first of all understand, I do not adhere, nor do anyone else associated with Mr. Faith and physics, adhere to any specific religious view. This is not a contest. It is about trying to discern truth, and sometimes truth requires that we entertain a lot of non-established ideas. And people have argued with me that, well, science is just all fact. Well, science is not all fact. Stephen Hawking just recently retracted on black holes, and now he's calling them gray holes. What we have is a set of theories, and until we have a theory of everything, or a toe, we will not have any absolute truths. So that said, in the same way that Christopher Columbus was willing to risk falling off the edge of the world, I'm going to go a little out of the way here and share a story with you. Spain just recently announced that they had indeed found evidence of two large bodies out beyond Pluto. Okay, so, back up, rewind.
Planets. Spanish scientists in Madrid discovered the potential for the two massive celestial bodies at the outer reaches of our solar system after studying strange patterns in the orbit of rocky objects around Pluto, including the newly discovered dwarf planet 2012 VP.
Now, first of all, I knew from grade school back in the 60s and 70s when I graduated that there wasn't. I have a textbook. I meant to do a large story on that. I have a textbook that shows Planet X was an established mathematical certainty. We found Pluto in the process of looking for this Planet X. This is not a conspiracy theory. I intend to show copies of that science textbook that I have that discusses Planet X. I had a copy of Scientific American that showed the discovery of a large hot body out in the solar system. Never heard of it again. CNN even did a story on the discovery of this large body. Never heard anything again. So then what happens is, what we do hear about is Zecharia Sitchin and all his work on decoding the tablets at Nineveh, the library that was discovered there, and he was only one of like 300 in the world who could actually read this stuff, and certainly some of what he interpreted was putting perhaps his own slant on things. That's going to happen. That is going to happen. But what he describes in terms of these outer planets that come around every 3,600 years, the Nibiru, and the Anunnaki who lived on them, who we thought were gods, and so on and so on. If you don't know the story, or the man who is now deceased, and a mousy little guy. He's no showman, although he did get his ideas from a showman, from Eric von Däniken, the Chariot of the Gods fame, who has actually gone so far as to build Chariot of the Gods amusement parks in Germany. There's actually 2 of them now. But back to our story tonight. The discovery of these back up one more little bit now. Okay, so we have the discoveries, the math. Then NASA comes out after we don't hear any more about any of these bodies being discovered, or anything further on the ones that had been announced. NASA comes out and says, well, it was just bad math. The perturbations of the outer gas giants, which alluded to the presence of these other outward bodies, It was just all bad math. Well, first of all, orbital math is some of the oldest mathematics. I mean, it's Newtonian physics. It has been tried and tested for God only knows how many, you know. So NASA comes, and I'm like, well, okay, you have to take their word for it. You know, I mean, this is the society we live in. And I also think that perhaps Babylon was the same methodology that they're using now. Not that we're speaking in different tongues, but that everybody's telling a difference. It's disinformation. It's getting people so confused about what the hell is really going on that they might as well be talking in different languages. So now we have this new evidence of these two very large bodies outside of the inner solar system. And so, which is it? I mean, we're on, then off. Oh, no, off again. Bad math. And now we're back on again. So, can somebody explain to me what's going on? What's going on with the Vatican and they're forcing their observatory? You know, it's just crazy. It's crazy. There is something going on. I don't know what in the hell it is, but here's what we've got.
Scientists believe the first hidden world would be about 10 times the mass of Earth. They believe that this planet is moving in resonance with a bigger planet that is somewhere between Mars and Jupiter in size and would orbit 200 times the Earth's distance from the Sun. But can we ever conclusively confirm the existence of these two planets? Well, Scott Shepard at the Carnegie Institution for Science had this to say. As there are only a few of these extremely distant objects known, it's hard to say anything definitive about the number or location of any distant planets. However, in the near future, we should have more objects to work with to help us determine the structure of the outer solar system.
Does John need a facelift? Do they work? Wow. Holy shit. John needs a facelift.